Okay, we are starting. Like I said before, if you guys are new to Zoom, go ahead and change it over to speaker view because we're going to be sharing some information via the share screen, and it's really hard to see when it's on the gallery view. So that's just in the upper right-hand corner of your screen if you're on a computer. But we are so excited. Leaders Retreat is one of my favorite things that Plexus does. Basically, if you've never been before, it's basically just a big vacation. It's going to be in Orlando, Florida this year, which I'm super excited about. Some fun in the sun. They have an incredible pool at that Gaylord. That Gaylord is actually the very first Leaders Retreat that I ever went to. We went to Orlando the first year that I achieved Leaders Retreat, and oh my gosh, it's beautiful, it's fun. They did the Disney thing that year as well, and it was a blast to do Disney as adults. We had the park to ourselves, and we rode Space Mountain probably like 18 times right in a row because there's no lines. It was so fun and just a great time with the team. But Leaders Retreat is definitely more of a vacation than anything else, and definitely something that if you don't try to aim for it and you see everybody there, you're going to be kicking yourself. So trust me. So Amy, you have gone to a couple different Leaders Retreats now.
I've gone to 2, yes. And, you know, it's my favorite Plexus event of the whole year. And it really is kind of just a big vacation. There's plenty of free time, and Plexus always throws a great party, and they spoil you. I went to the one in Washington, D.C., which I'll talk about here in a little later because that was my first one. I was pretty clueless to the whole Leaders Retreat. And then last year was in Dallas. So it is a heck of a time. Steve and I love Leaders Retreat.
Yeah, and it's definitely, there's a lot of free time. So you'll get to explore the town. You'll get to do whatever you want. I mean, there's just two sessions, general sessions that are like 2 hours long. They usually have some sort of celebrity guest. Jewel was there in DC, that's right. And she sang a surprise concert for us, and it was incredible. But it's just stuff like that. It's a lot of fun. But not only that, all the leaders in the company are there. And it's smaller than convention, so you actually get FaceTime with them, which is pretty cool. So you get to actually spend more time with the leaders in the company and talking to them and learning from them and just having fun. Like, it's more relaxed than convention is. It's not as high intensity and people everywhere and that kind of thing. But I will tell you this. Each and every year that I have gone, this will be my 4th one, I have brought silver ambassadors with me to Leaders Retreat every single year. The first year, it was me and 2 of my silver ambassadors, and then each and every year since then, it's been the same. So doesn't matter where you're at in the company. If you joined yesterday, you can make it to Leaders Retreat. And I just want to, encourage you guys to give it a shot and to try it. And that's what we're going to talk about today.
Yeah, so true. So my very first Leaders Retreat, I had just hit senior gold when the contest started. But then by the time it ended in 3 months, not only had I qualified for Leaders Retreat, I actually earned the 2nd highest prize, which was the check. And it's that big one back there behind me. Betty on my team, she went with me to Washington, D.C. She was a silver. So she earned Leaders Retreat and was a silver ambassador. But you know what, man? She set her mind to it. I remember her saying, I am going to be there. And she made it happen. And then last year in Dallas, I also had a gold. So Jennifer Sewell, she had just hit gold. She was gold at Leaders Retreat, you guys. She didn't rank to senior gold until after Leaders Retreat. So please do not think that rank matters in this. I mean, if you're already thinking in your head, oh, it's only for the people who are high ranks, or, oh, I'm not even silver, I can't do it. You've already shot yourself in the foot. Like, you have to just decide that you can be there like everyone else.
And we have 3 whole months to do that. So Amy's going to cover, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Amy's going to cover the Leaders Retreat contest and what it takes to get there. Let me get this started. Hang on. Okay.
Okay, so guys, this is kind of the contest, and if you followed the convention contest, it's similar. So the difference though with Leaders Retreat is not anyone can attend. You actually have to earn the right to attend, and the minimum thing you need to earn is 775 credits. Now, the way you earn those credits, there are 3 different ways, right? So if you add a new ambassador with a welcome pack, and keep in mind those welcome packs have to be within their first 30 days. So obviously we want them to join right away and get it. You get 10 credits, not only for the ones you sign as your level 1s, but you get 10 credits all the way down to your level 4. We're going to talk about some strategy on that a little bit later. You also, guys, we also get 10 credits for every brand new customer that has at least 50 PV. And with these new products, the new Slim and the X Factor Plus and the Vital Biome, like I can see our customers right now just skyrocketing. Now, they have to be brand new. So if they have been a retail customer, maybe they ordered a 7-day trial, they're not going to count. These need to be brand new people. However, the cool thing is this year, guys, if you sign a brand new preferred customer in June, let's say they order the new Slim, that's 50 PV, and then in July you upgrade them to an ambassador with a welcome pack, you get 10 points twice. So you get 10 for them being a new customer and 10 for them being a brand new ambassador. We also, though, get credits on our PV, and you can see the chart there. Sarah has it up on the screen. So you get 20 credits just between 200 and 499 PV. We all know our goal is 500 PV, right, for our paycheck. So if you strive minimally for 500 PV, you get 75 credits. That's a big jump. And then it goes all the way up to 300 credits if you're somebody that has that really high PV of 2,500 or above. And we're going to talk a little bit about strategy here in a little bit. Now, 775 is the base to qualify. That's what everyone should be striving for. However, if you want to kick it up a notch and win some of these fabulous prizes, you can totally do it. So at 900 credits, you get fun money, $150. They actually just put that right in your check. If you get 1,200 credits, you're invited to a private reception. And listen, I've heard some people say, oh, well, it's just a reception. No. When Plexus does anything, they go all out and treat you like a VIP. You never know who's going to show up. They always have like drinks and food, and it is just an amazing time. You get to meet the executives. So don't think it's just a reception.
Well, and usually somewhat of a celebrity will end up showing up at the reception or something too. So it's fun.
It's fun. Like, I mean, last year we got to meet, one of the prizes was Rocco DeSpirito, the chef. Mm-hmm. So that was amazing. And then this year at 2,000 credits, you can get $750 in happy cash. Now, they also put that right in your check, but last year they actually gave us little checks, and we got to get up on stage for that. Then you get 2,400 credits. You get to choose your adventure at Disney for you, Disney or Universal, for you and up to 3 guests. So this is huge. Like if you're a family of 4 and you earn Leaders Retreat and you earn this, you can take them to Disney or Universal for the day. And like Sarah said, it's not just them giving you a ticket going in. I'm telling you, Plexus will even do that all up. Like they will make it a big deal. And then of course, if you want to go for the top prize, which is what I'm going for, you get the $3,000 shopping spree at Bloomingdale's. And again, guys, they shuttle you there. They have photographers. They have their PR department. They give you a champagne brunch. You hang out with Alec and Taro, and then you get to shop till you drop. It's amazing. So for this call, we want everyone just to earn it, right? We're focused on 775. If you have a higher goal, get with your sponsor, get with us, and we'll help you get there.
And just to be clear too, guys, that earning the credit, earning the 775 and earning the trip to Orlando gets you to Orlando, but they're paying for your hotel and they're paying for it. So this is a vacation that, I mean, it's worth it. It's worth going for. So I'm going to cover a couple different ways to get there, and I'm going to try and make it super easy. Now, these are ways to just qualify for Leaders Retreat. Amy's going to talk a little bit later about goals and how to figure out which kind of goals to make for yourself. But if you're somebody that generally has about $500 in PV, this is your path. For each and every month, we always want everybody striving for 3 new ambassadors. That's a given. So you've got to set your sights on 3 ambassadors per month for the next 3 months. That's totally doable. You can do that. And then 2 new customers each month. Now, going from there, in addition to that, you're going to want to get your team in your levels 2 through 4. We talked about those welcome packs, bonuses, and how they bring in the credits for you. We want you guys getting 14 ambassadors. If you do this every single month for the next 3 months, that is going to get you the 775 credits to Leaders Retreat. So I know that 14 ambassadors can sound like a lot to some people, but all that is helping 5 of your ambassadors every month aim for silver stars, what we call silver stars on our team. So that's signing 3 ambassadors each themselves, helping your team find success, helping your team get to silver, helping your team get to silver star, and helping your team get to Leaders Retreat. You know, if you lock arms with 5 of your ambassadors on your team and you all do this, you're all going to Leaders Retreat. So the next one is the 1,000 PV path. We're just going to narrow it down to these 2 paths. If you have 1,000 PV or close to it each month, you're going to want to shoot for that 1,000 PV these next 3 months and personally sponsor 3 ambassadors, 3 customers to keep that 1,000 PV up there. And then your team just needs to sponsor 5 ambassadors outside of that. So your levels 2 through 4, you're going to help 2 ambassadors aim for Leaders Retreat and the Silver Star incentive each and every month. So 3 months, make it super, super, super easy to go. And Amy's going to talk a little bit about how to set those goals, which path to choose, how to do that.
Yeah. So let me tell you guys what I do. Here's what I help, because there are tons of scenarios out there. And I know a lot of people are like, well, I get confused if it's customers or this, or what should I aim for? Here's what I do, and this might help some of you guys. I take that 775, okay? Let's use that as an example because we want everyone to earn it. I take that 775, and then I actually divide that by 10 credits. That tells me how many ambassadors I need to join my team, okay? So if it's a 775 divided by 10, that's 77.5. We're going to round it up to 78. So you would need 78 new ambassadors to join your team in 3 months to earn it based solely on new ambassadors. Then what I do is I break that down by month because we have 3 months, June, July, and August. Divide that by 3, and you only need 26 new ambassadors on your team in your levels 1 through 4. Now, anything you get outside of that is a bonus, right? So if you get the 500 PV, you can subtract 70 credits from that, okay? And then you don't need to add 26, then you only need to add maybe 20. If you get 3 new customers, you can subtract that from your daily goal and subtract those 30 credits. So that's how I do it. I shoot for a flat goal, and then anything else is a bonus. But like Sarah said, if you are consistently somebody that always has 500 PV and you know it, you can go ahead and take those, I think it's the 70 credits, 70 a month. So that's 275 a month. Is that what it was? Mm-hmm. So take 75, you can take 225 credits right off of your total of the 775. Then you only need 550. And if you divide that, that's only 55 people on your team. That's only 18 a month. So that's how I do it. I don't worry about I need 10 and 10 and 5 and 4 and I need this PV. I think, okay, I always have 500 PV. I take that right off the top, and then I know, all right, how many new do I need a month? Okay. And then I am constantly checking on my goal. So every day, every few days, minimally every week, I'm looking to see how many people on my team I have added in my 1 through 4s to see if I'm tracking on my daily Leaders Retreat goal.
Absolutely. And you guys what I would do is I would start with the PV goal, and I would start and figure out, okay, so I have this PV goal. I normally get this, or I'm normally close to this, or I know I can get to 1,000 PV. Start with that and then figure it out from there. Don't overwhelm yourself with a specific plan or anything like that. Just figure out, okay, what's the bare minimum? And if you have a rough first month, do not give up. I guarantee you, the seeds that you plant this month, the activity that you do this month is going to benefit you the next 2 months. So you're going to be kicking yourself if you don't continue to push and you don't continue to go for it, and then you have 2 amazing months and just barely miss Leaders Retreat or something like that. I have seen that happen.
Yes.
So
many times.
Yeah.
And the other thing, you never know because like on the convention contest at the last minute, they lowered some of those credits for the prizes. You never know if that's going to happen. So you should always, always keep pushing and do not give up at all.
Yep. And so I'm going to talk to you guys. Obviously, goals are great, and we know the numbers. We know the path. We know how to get there. We got to get that 775 credits over 3 months, 3 whole months. It's 90 days. I want you guys to realize that all those goals are going to be based at you achieving those goals are going to be based on doing activity.
Yeah.
And so I want you guys to sit down and think about a partner. We talked about those team members that want to run to Leaders Retreat too. Who can you guys partner up as an accountability partner and commit to each other to do these activities, help each other? Amy and I have power partnered up, and we are meeting every single Friday, and we are meeting for 2 hours to work our businesses. Now, what came out of the power hour from last week, I got a new ambassador, 3 new customers, and I brought some people back to start working the business that had previously quit working the business, 3 different people. So we worked super, super hard and over the course of those 2 hours, and it immediately got some of my goal for this month met. Now, obviously, you cannot meet with somebody every single day. That's not feasible, and it's not a good use of your time. But once a week, meet over Zoom, meet over a call or something like that, but do the activity. Figure out a goal based on activity, not end results. So are you going to reach out to X amount of people per day? Are you going to reach out to X amount of people per week? What's your strategy? Make your list, do those types of things. But set a power hour every single day. And you guys, those power hours don't have to be, I know a lot of us work. Those power hours don't have to be one giant block. They can be in 15-minute increments, but have a plan and have a priority list in place of what you're going to do and plan out each week on Sundays. Mm-hmm. We have tools for you guys that we have implemented on Team Taylor, the happy hour that we have every single Thursday. Use that as a tool to close your people out. Use as a tool to build belief and provide that third-party validation. We also have a 7-day challenge we're going to be announcing later on today. And the whole goal of that 7-day challenge is going to be called a week of wins. It's going to be aimed at getting people on the Slim, and then also either the X Factor Plus or the Vital Biome. This is going to be a showcase for our brand new products. We want them on 2 products because that will give each of you guys customers with 50 PV. And then we can upgrade those customers and get that second credit for ambassadors with the welcome packs. So that 7-day challenge is going to be a great tool for you guys to get people started on the products in a fun manner. We're going to have tons of prizes in that group, tons of information, tons of just fun. It's a week of wins. We're going to be giving away lots and lots and lots of freebies. So you definitely want to get your people plugged into that when we announce it. Amy's going to talk a little bit more about that strategy behind Power Partners too.
Yeah, so you guys, we talk a lot about belief. You, though, just can't believe that you're going to go to Leaders Retreat and hope that you're going to get there and not actually put the action behind it. You really need to kick up the activity and, treat this like a business. I think when we say that, people don't know what that means. And for me, it means on Sunday night, I sit down, like Sarah said, and I plan out what I'm going to do. How many people am I going to reach out to this week? How many follow-ups? And then every day I'm like, okay, I'm clocking into Plexus. I'm doing my to-do list, and then I'm clocking out. So treat it like that. Kick up that activity, but use a power partner. So when Sarah and I met on Friday, we were doing 2 things. We were reaching out to our potentials, our personal potentials. And then once we got through that, we were going to do white lines. Well, every time we would have somebody comment back or we get somebody to order, we're like, got one, I got one. Well, she starts kicking it up. She gets like 3 in a row. And I'm like, dang it, I got to step up my game. So having that power partner not only holds you accountable, and it's just fun, like it's way more fun working your business with somebody else. It also, though, I think steps up you wanting to do even better. So find somebody on your team. It can be a downline. Doesn't have to be. It could be a sideline. And find somebody, though, who is kind of hell-bent on getting to Leaders Retreat like you are, and partner up with them and do it together. Do weekly check-ins and figure out, okay, where are you at? How many credits do you have? How many do I have? What are you doing this week? Okay. And really brainstorm and use them for accountability. The other thing they can help you with, though, is, you want to get as many people on your team to silver as you can. Now, this is a goal we have every month anyways. I know on my team, I run the Silver Stars every month. We're doing it on Team Taylor every month. You want to be adding 3. But now is really the time to kick that up, because they can help you increase your credits while they're earning their own. So do not count anybody out. Silver's a great way, we know, for people to get their products paid for. Don't discount anyone. Don't assume that just because they said they don't want to work the business, they haven't changed their mind, because that was me. I said I didn't want to work the business, and then all of a sudden I changed my mind. So don't discount anyone. And rank does not matter. You could have somebody join your team today, brand new, and lock arms with them and get them to Leaders Retreat. It only matters who wants to actually be there and do the work to get there.
Absolutely. You want to power partner up with somebody that's driven. It does, like Amy said, it doesn't matter their rank. So somebody that's driven on your team, that's going to be a positive impact to your business, and you guys are going to have fun doing this together, because you're going to want to be at Leaders Retreat together. Not only that, but if you guys get Leaders Retreat and you guys get the amount of credits and the ambassadors each and every month, do you realize how much that sets you up to go to our Cancun trip? Mm-hmm. So this is basically 2 trips in one that, could end up coming from this. So super, super fun. And if you don't know what the Cancun trip is, ask your upline, ask on Team Taylor. But it's an incentive trip that we're doing as a team as well. So we also have these tools for growth that you guys can use with the new Lexi, with the new Rank Up Roadmap, and then our new products. Our new products are the perfect opportunity to reach out to people, breathe new life into people that have previously said no, get some samples in their hands, get them taking the products. This is the opportunity to run, though. But you guys, I want you guys to realize that you can do this. You absolutely can do this. It's up to you, and it's up to your activity and up to what you do from this point forward. Do not give up. That is the biggest mistake I see people make, is they give up because they think that after that first month, they're not where they thought they were going to be. They didn't hit that goal that we just perfectly laid out in the graphic. You guys, you can still do it. I promise. This is about duplication.
Oh, yeah.
It's about duplication and duplicating to your downline, duplicating yourself each and every month, and you're going to build on what you do this month. So I want you to realize, say you sign 3 ambassadors this month, you're brand new, you have nobody on your team right now to be adding all those people, but you sign 3 this month and you go silver. And then next month, those people start signing and you sign 3 more, and so on and so forth. It multiplies out. So don't count yourself out. You guys can do this.
Yes. And I'll tell you, for me, especially the last contest, I earned a prize in that last week. So don't count yourself out. You can push a lot, and it's crazy, what that last month means, where everyone's pushing for Leaders Retreat. So definitely, had I quit because I wasn't on track to meet the goal I'd set for myself in the first month, if I'd quit, I never would have earned that. But I just kept pushing and kept going and got my team excited. And so definitely don't quit. And I don't know if we said too, I know, Sarah, you mentioned that if you qualify, they do the hotel. It's provided. Transportation's on your own, but it's for you and a guest. Yeah. So you and a guest, guys, get the hotel, and you get to go to everything, the parties, the everything, even stuff, because they'll have parties even that's not a prize. Yeah. They always have an amazing Halloween party, and it's for you and a guest.
Tamsin, yes, you can bring kids, but they won't be able to come to the session. So if you want to bring your whole family, you absolutely can do that. Lots of people do that, especially with Disney World being right there. Yeah. And then your husband can just stay with the kids while you're in the 2 sessions, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Last year I brought my kiddo, and I actually brought my parents with me. So they hung out in our room and played with the kiddo and did stuff around Dallas while Steve and I were in session. No, it's not 3 guests to qualify for Leaders Retreat. It's only 3 guests for that prize.
Yeah, for the Disney prize.
For the Disney prize.
But for Leaders Retreat, you can bring 1 guest to each of the sessions.
Yeah.
So I think that's all we have, but you guys, oh my gosh, lock arms to somebody. I can't say that enough. Lock arms with somebody and run and do this, and let's have fun with this. At the end of the day, we're out there, we are changing people's lives by helping them get healthy, by helping them find a plan B, by helping them have more energy and, overcome health issues. And that is what the exciting part about this is. The Leaders Retreat and everything else is the icing on the cake, and it just makes it fun. It's a network marketing company. That's what's fun about network marketing, is we get to go on these cool trips and hang out with our friends, and we get to choose our coworkers, and we get to choose the people that we go on these trips with. So have fun with this, and we will see you guys at Leaders Retreat. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.